Hello and welcome to my second little vlog about a trip to Wales. So after we'd visited Portmeirion, we drove down to this lovely little farmhouse. It's about 30 minutes from Portmeirion up a track and has an amazing view of the sea, so you can look out, and when you go up and you can look down from the actual garden area, lovely view, really nice surround, very well looked after, proper old school farmhouse where you go in and that's where you go and eat. But we had a converted granary to actually live in for a few days with a lovely little waterfall outside it. Nice and spacious. Actually had 3 beds, a couple of bunk beds as well as the main double bed, so if you were stopping here you got plenty of room for the whole family. So this was to be our base camp for a couple of days. This is where we had breakfast, and there was evening meals available, although we actually ate out most of the time. The actual farmhouse was located about 10-minute drive from Barmouth. I definitely recommend coming to Barmouth if you've not been before. It's a really lovely area. Massive beach, was very quiet considering it was school holidays. And this is another area, if you are a photographer, to make sure you bring your camera, because there's loads of great photo opportunities. The beaches, there's boats when the tide's out, you can go right up to the boats, get some interesting shots. And it also happens to be the location of the very first National Trust property, which gives you a great excuse for going for a big long walk. You'll notice on the walk that there's actually a train track running from Barmouth out and about, so you can jump on the train, go exploring that way if you'd rather not drive. And it's amazing to go from really lovely sandy beaches to proper countryside type area, lots of hills. Again, amazing views. If you've got a camera, you'll get some fantastic shots, and you can see for miles around you, especially on a clear day. Really amazing. We then did a bit of travelling around in search for some castles. Love a good castle, and again we found some really nice beaches. The coast along Wales is absolutely beautiful, so much to see, so many great photographic opportunities. I got a lot of love on Instagram for a number of the shots I was taking, which I was very pleased with. We visited a couple of castles, some in better conditions than others, but all really interesting to go and see, all very high up. The reason I haven't done any footage of myself in this particular video is just because of the sheer amount of wind noise in the background. And although it looks nice and sunny, it was actually a little bit nippy when you're at the top. You see this particular castle is in pretty poor condition now, but you do get again some absolutely incredible views. So following on from this castle, we nipped over to Harlech and checked out their castle. That's in much better condition, and the sheer size of it is hugely impressive. I mean, you see these things in films, you don't really appreciate how massive they are and just how long it must have taken to construct them. Now, I really wanted to get a wider shot. I don't have a drone, so I'm going to improvise here and use a small model. Just pretend that this is a flying over drone shot. We only spent a few days in Wales and visiting the area, but there was loads to see and do. Really enjoyed it. Lots of walking to be done. Little tip for you, make sure you've got plenty of cash, as places like Harlech and the smaller areas seem to be allergic to using card machines. Back home now, so I'll be cracking on with the usual reviews, and you'll start to see those coming through in the next week or so. Thanks for watching.